if you really want a strong foundation in retail AI voice agents, the most important part is to learn how to write effective system prompts. Okay, this is the most critical part that helps your voice AI agent stand out from the rest. Now, in order to have a really effective system prompt, you need to have it well structured. That helps you reduce hallucinations, it helps you improve performance, and it gives you full control over the conversation flow. Now, I usually format my system prompt into 3 distinct core parts. What are those? That's persona, then I have rules, and then I have steps. Now, by having my prompt distributed into 3 core parts, it helps my agent become more smart, it helps it be polite, and it makes it more predictable. How does that happen? Well, what is persona? Persona is basically giving your agent a name, giving it roles, giving it skill sets that it has, and giving it objectives that it needs to meet. Okay. The rules is basically defining the tone of the agent, defining its clarity, how clear it needs to be, and defining any fallback behaviors in case there are any questions or any situations that arise the agent cannot solve itself. It needs to have some fallback mechanisms set into place. For example, it can transfer a call to a real human being. Then we have the steps. This is where you guide the conversation with clear instructions and you set example phrases, the exact phrases that it needs to say, instead of just hallucinating, right? If you have these 3, I bet, I hope, and I'm pretty positive that you're going to have a really solid and efficient voice AI agent. Now, I'm going to give you an example of a system prompt that can help you understand how we need to write an effective one. So, as you can see here, these hashes represent delimiters. Okay. By the way, if you want this agent, if you want this example to practice, you can put it in the comments, say prompt, and I'm going to send you that over. Or you could also take a snapshot of this and paste it into ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever, and get the transcript, and then you can use that as an example. Now, this is just a template. The main thing is to understand how this works. And then it really depends on the client, the requirements of the client, the scope of the work, and then you can play around with this and generate a maybe even a better one. Let's look at this. So these delimiters are basically, it helps retail AI understand that, okay, this is a system prompt, but there are 3 particular sections I need to focus on. So the first section here is the persona of the AI voice agent. I gave it a name. I gave it a role. It's an expert receptionist for Clearview Dental Clinic. I gave it the skills. It has the skills to collect data. It has clear communication. It has strong knowledge of dental services. And it has the knowledge or skills to schedule. Okay. Its objective is to answer inbound calls. So this agent is basically sitting on a desk in a dental office and it receives calls. So when I call into this dental office or dental clinic, I basically want some information or I want to book an appointment with the doctor, right? It only answers inbound calls. It collects the information. It handles the appointment bookings, and it answers any general questions using a knowledge base. So this is the knowledge base I'm going to provide. That's going to have everything about the dental clinic. Where do I get that? From the customer. You're going to have an interview with the customer. Maybe they have something already existing. Maybe you need to acquire that data from them. So that's all part of the process, right? Then we go on to the rules for the AI assistant. Okay. The first thing is you need to keep it simple. Speak clearly using simple and direct language. Be friendly and helpful. Stick to what you know. This is really important because let's say this was a voice assistant for a law firm. You don't want it to just create or generate any hallucinations. If it doesn't know the answer, don't guess. transfer the call to the expert. Okay? Stay on track. Follow the steps in order and collect information carefully. It needs to follow all these steps in order. We don't want the agent to skip steps or go, be all over the place. Okay? Now let's look at the steps to follow. The step 1 is to understand the reason for the call. It's going to greet the caller. It's going to ask it, what does it want? What does he or she want, right? The caller. So for example, if they want to book an appointment, they can skip all this and they can go to step 2. If they want to get a question answered, it's going to look into the knowledge base and answer. If it doesn't know the answer, it's going to help by connecting you to a team member, a real team member, and use the transfer call function. Okay? We're going to learn all of this later. We're just trying to understand how to structure the prompt right now. Then we go on to system 2. Let's say the patient wants to book an appointment. So the agent then starts by asking the first name. It asks for the last name. It gets the phone number. It gets the email address. It gets the insurance provider. Okay, if it's accepted, then it's going to go on to booking the appointment. If not accepted, so what do I mean by accepted or not accepted? So in different countries, there are some medical or private insurances that are accepted and not accepted, right? So how do I know that this clinic has this accepted or not? Well, I'm going to put that document into the knowledge base. I'm going to give it a list of all the insurers that are accepted and which are not, right? So it's going to look that up, map it out, and see if it's going to compare it, and then it's going to give you the answer, right? If it's not accepted, it's going to ask, like, do you still want to proceed? Because it's not accepted, you need to pay out of your pocket, etc. Let's say they want to go ahead with the booking. It's going to ask the preferred date and time. It's going to ask for the reason, like what's the actual issue they have, okay? Just so that there's visibility on the other end. The doctors know what the patient is coming for. They're prepared. And then we're gonna check the calendar availability. If it's available, you're gonna book the appointment. If not, we are gonna ask them for an alternative date or time. All right. And then finally, it's gonna do a final check. It's gonna ask if there's anything else they need help with. And if not, they say thank you, and they send a quick reminder or whatever. You can add stuff to it. I mean, it can go on and on, right? But this is the basics of it. It covers the A to Z of the essentials. All right. So I hope this made sense to you. And this is just a template. You could use this template. You can change the name of this. You can change the dental clinic. You can use this as a template to, run a demo call and show this to your client or your potential customers. And I'm pretty sure this is going to help you a lot. In the next one, we're going to run this. We're going to do some testings, and we're going to turn this into a real world practical demonstration of a dental inbound assistant agent. And then you'll be able to do this yourself, and you're really going to enjoy this. If you become a master of voice AI agents, this industry is 10xing or even 20xing in the next coming years. So don't miss out on this opportunity. Learn this. This is going to be the future. See you in the next one.